My name is Savanna and I am a junior right side / middle blocker. So I started playing volleyball around 5th grade, and it didn't get serious until my freshman year of high school. And it was just something that I just enjoyed doing every day. And a lot of my friends were getting into like the recruiting process, so then that's how I got into it. And I think just competing at a high level just made me want to compete at an even higher level.
So obviously, you're excited to play. Freshman year, you redshirt, you're not going to play. Sophomore year, you're coming in, COVID. Then you have to deal with an injury. Can you kind of just tell the audience what that was like for you and kind of explain the severity of that injury?
So in the summer I had gone home, and I was only home for about a week. So driving home was 5 hours and driving back was 5 hours. And I had sat the whole time for the car ride. And then eventually when I came back to Reno, I had gotten a sharp pain in my right glute. And eventually it went away, but then I had trouble breathing, and it was just getting worse and worse. And it was to the point where I would walk up the stairs and I would be extremely out of breath, like huffing and puffing. And I would get lightheaded. I would feel like I would pass out sometimes after playing open gyms. And I told my trainer about it, and they prescribed me a prescription to help clear out my lungs. And as I was taking that, I thought I was having a side effect from it because my right leg had swollen up and it was discolored, and it was just getting worse and worse throughout the day. So I went and saw my trainer and a doctor here at the school at our training room, and they told me to go to the ER. So I went to the ER. They did some tests, found out that I had 7 blood clots in my lungs, with 2 by my heart, and then a blood clot in my right leg, which was basically the whole length of my thigh. So they ran MRIs, echoes, ultrasounds, and then eventually they told me that I needed to go into surgery. They would run a catheter and take out all the blood clots, especially the ones by my heart, because those were pretty dangerous. So I had medicine going in me. I was on blood thinners. So I didn't really know how severe it was until the surgery and then the beginning of my recovery process. And I'm very lucky to be alive today and be here. And I didn't know that at the time. I was pretty cool about it and just had no idea what was going on. And eventually they found out that I had a blood clotting disorder, which is factor II mutation. So that, combined with sitting in the car for 5 hours each way, and then my birth control, just caused all of my blood clots to happen. So I'm definitely extremely lucky to have lived through that and be here today.
Well, she was always pretty invested in what she was doing, so it wasn't a question of all of a sudden finding a new resolve or something like that. She always worked hard even when she was redshirting, and that was part of why we recruited her, because she did that when she was a club player also. I think just her ability to kind of take blow after blow after blow and keep coming back. We always talk about it that none of us are perfect. It's never a perfect situation. It's all about how you deal with the challenges you're facing. And she's faced a number of them and keeps coming back and keeps going hard. And now here she is starting for us. So in her athletic freshman year. So yeah, I think if it was a story, it was her resiliency in dealing with the stuff that a lot of people would have said, hey, this is too much.